Hi guys, HR Hidden Ranger streaming with Avengers Endgame, a full trailer, I'm guessing, and this one I'm definitely excited about for obvious reasons of me being a gigantic fanboy. Um, yeah, um, loved Avengers Infinity War. I recently saw Captain Marvel, and I enjoyed that as well. Um, yeah, so and geez, it's hard to it. I, I'm kind of amazed that this movie is coming out in April, so just a little over a month. That's great, and yeah, so I'm excited. Also, if you've noticed anything different about my voice, I've spent the last month or two with a cold, and yeah, it hasn't been fun. Maybe one day I'll get rid of that, but for now, this is just kind of the voice I'm working with, and so. But anyway, without further ado, because I'm excited, um, Avengers Endgame.
God, seems like 1,000 years ago. I fought my way out of that cave,
Oh
became
yeah.
Iron Man. Realized I loved you.
Oh.
I know I said no more surprises, but I was really hoping to pull off one last one.
Ooh.
The world has changed.
Notice how red's the only
None
color
of us can go back.
in those flashbacks.
All we can do is our best. And sometimes the best that we can do is to start over.
Wow. Oh,
I saw all these people die. I keep telling everybody they should move on. Some do, but not us.
Even if there's a small chance, we owe this to everyone who's not in this room to try.
We will.
Oh shit! What the hell is with his hair?
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
What the? Oh, spacesuits looks like. Yay!
I like this one.
That's neat though. That's cool. She had this she had this look on her face like, okay, I'm still looking for a reason I need to flinch. Like, is there a reason? But yeah, wow. This is an interesting trailer. I didn't expect this kind of a narrative direction, so to speak, for the trailer. Like they just went, here are flashbacks to all the previous movies for these characters, or some of the previous movies, the important ones. So what I'm suspecting is huge turning points for Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor in this, because they got the movies with, or rather, they got the flashbacks that were like all grayscale except for any instances of red, which is interesting, and actually reminds me of a really well done MCU fan tribute trailer that it was like set to a this really aggressive uh, rap song, and it was basically about the Avengers going to war, and like it was all in that style where it was like grayscale except for like the red was dialed up. So it's yeah, kind of similar to that, only this was much more somber. This was like, here's where we've been. This is our origins. This is kind of what we narrowly survived. That's interesting. Um, yeah, let's see what else. Oh, holy crap! Holy crap! Holy crap! The yeah, really like I remember seeing uh production art a long time ago, or at least like at least a year ago of the these kinds of suits that were in Avengers Endgame, and it looked like Iron Man was wearing something like that as well. I think that was the part we saw, and it's like, wait, he's going with a kind of a red and white and black sort of costume or out armor color scheme. That's weird, but now it makes a bit more sense. Yeah, everybody's and it also looks like they're some variation of space suits. It's kind of interesting. They've got Cap, Gamora, Ant Man, Hawkman, uh, Hot Guy. Yes, Hawk Guy. And that's interesting. They went and painted his War Machine armor in those colors. That's interesting. So I wonder, like, is that like yet another version of that of the armor, or did they just give it a paint job? Is that like the War Machine Mark? What are they on? 4 or 5? Something like that. But yay for matching! It's kind of like in City of Heroes, way back when that MMO was still going, when you had when you joined a super group and they had a group color scheme, and then you can just like choose to change your character's outfit, the color scheme to match the group colors, and then basically, yeah, have it that way. It kind of looks like that's what he did. He just went into character creation and then went, okay, uh, white here, gray here, a little bit of red trim here, here, and here. Okay, so yeah, this this really isn't saying much about what the plot of the movie is. I feel like they're like we when the movie is about a month out, when they make a trailer, it's like the trailer they release around this point um, explains a lot more of the plot. This one, this one really didn't, um, which is good, or rather, makes sense that would because I guess they really don't want to spoil what's going on. I mean, I've heard some rumors and stuff about what they're going to do, but notice they're keeping the focus entirely on the survivors of the previous movie. So, which I guess makes sense, but at the same time, it's like, what is, I don't know. Like, I feel like we're certainly not done with the characters who died in 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 Infinity War. But it's just but I have no idea what's going to happen. Let's see. Lots of cool shots of Black Widow, I guess, has decided to dye her hair red again. That was one of the interesting things about Infinity War, kind of on a minor level, was that she was blonde in that, and she'd been on the run for 2 years, so I guess hair dye was not a priority, so it was just all blonde by that point. And then now she's dyed most of it um, except for the ends of it. Basically, the stuff that she has in a braid isn't dyed, but everything else is. That's interesting. So Natasha and Clint reunite, but in earnest, what is up with his hair? I don't get that. That looks so dumb. That like wow, I don't. That looks like something you'd see in. It looks like a hairdo you'd see in the '90s. Like that should come with its own. That hairstyle should come with its own 6 pack of beer. Um, and of course they had to twist the knife by directly showing the people who are I guess dissolved by the Thanos snap, the ones who were turned to dust, and they gave that the same grayscale and red as the origin flashbacks. So I guess mostly they're doing that to differentiate between what's supposed to happen in the present day of the movie and what's supposed to and what's already happened. So it's like this is kind of their visual shorthand for this is not new information, or at least it shouldn't be if you've seen the previous one. And yeah, it's really looking like Clint's family was dusted, which is why he's now darker and edgier. And yeah, and Tony is off in space, which we knew in the jankiest version of the Milano ever. Either that or it's a completely different ship. It's just shaped like the Milano. But I think Tony was the only. Well, it would have to be Tony and Doctor Strange who were the last two on Titan, because everybody else was dusted. Particularly just all the Guardians of the Galaxy were dusted. Then it was just down to uh, Tony and Doctor Strange. Or am I misremembering? Did they dust Strange too? Now I can't remember off the top of my head. Dang. Um, but yeah, there's that iconic helmet shot. Yeah, I can't wait to see how Carol Danvers integrates with the cast, because she's basically Nick Fury's Hail Mary pass um, from the end of Infinity War, and her own movie showed us why. So it's gonna be interesting, and she has that same very like kind of stone faced but mostly bemused look about her that she had for most of the movie, where or most of her Captain Marvel movie, whereas it's like she has a sense of humor, but she also um, has enough of a serious poker face that she doesn't you know wear her heart on her sleeve or wear her emotions on her sleeve. Mostly because a lot of that movie was control your emotions, control your emotions, control your emotions. And her finally getting to the point, well, that's holding me back. But yeah, she does have a pretty good poker face and all that, and I think nothing illustrates that like getting like possibly knowing what Thor's hammer is, and just holding his gaze, while the hammer is getting passed right next to his right is getting passed right next to her head, that kind of thing. Anyway, so I'm not sure what else to say about this trailer. So that is Avengers Endgame. I am HR Streaming, and yeah, I'm excited as usual, and I think about the only new information this actually genuinely gives, besides yeah, I forgot. There's where is it? I just need to see this again. Oh, there's a bit of an Ant-Man. God, there was a shot of War Machine and Rocket that was freaking awesome.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Ah, there's Cap.
Whatever it takes.
Okay, I guess it's. Yeah, I forget where in the video it was, but anyway. Yeah, that's Avengers Endgame. If you like what I'm doing, like, comment, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Twitter at HR Streaming, and I will be back with more reaction videos and more video game playthroughs. Last series of video games that I was playing was Street Fighter 30th Anniversary. I'll probably go back to that or find a different one to do. I'm still trying to decide. But yeah, I'll be back soon with more content. And bye, guys.